justice.
Welcome back to Let's Play Storyteller. I'm BurningDogFace, and, well, normally I start the second session of a Let's Play by showing you guys exactly what happens when I load the game, except I kinda just did. That was everything that happened when I ran the program. It showed the loading screen, and it skipped right to this page. Oh, I did notice in editing, I wanted to point this out over here. The secrets chapter. This, the thumbprint with the smudges on it. Well, I've realized that this smudge is in the shape of the butler holding the gun, and this smudge appears to be in the shape of the Duchess with a blood splatter behind her. Morbid. Honestly, this game has a lot more murder in it than I was expecting. I also worked out, by the way, after doing some back-and-forth talking with a friend, the trick to this level here, Matriarch.
Queen beheads all men.
Okay, let me just clear this out. Okay. Oh, I also wanted to give a shout-out to Justin Jones, who left a comment. Anyway, there's a bunch of comments on the videos so far. Pretty positive so far. Nice. But I really liked that Justin's take on my monologue in the first episode was, "Oh no! BDF is in training to become Mr. Scratch!" Let's see here. Yeah, I realized I was thinking in too many steps. I mean, obviously. So here's the thing. First panel. Cliff. The queen is pushed off the cliff by the duplicitous baron who wants the crown. Now the queen is dead and the crown is up for grabs. Here's the trick. We justify both murders by having the knight take the throne instead of the baron. Because it's up for grabs. Any character can be put in there. But of course the knight is sad because he's in love with the queen. Third panel. The queen comes back from the dead, but she's not the ruler of the kingdom anymore. The knight is, because he has the crown. And she's super pissed about that. In fact, she's just as pissed at the knight who loves her for taking her throne as she is at the baron for murdering her. So what does she do? She marries the knight, who says yes because he loves her, and she says yes because she's scheming to get the crown back, as you can see by these narrowed eyes. And now she has a crown too, so they're both the ruler of the kingdom. And as the ruler of the kingdom, the queen has the authority to have the knight executed, leading to be her being the only ruler of the kingdom. And then, for good measure, then and only then does she have the baron executed for murdering her. The queen beheads all men. Booyah. That felt good. Let's throw another comment in there. Let's see. Shout out to Yornik, who says, "I've got nothing useful to say, so I'll share a totally true fact with y'all instead. The villainous butler's name is Gerard." That'll be all for now. Oh, yes. And I actually thought this is an interesting point here. Shout out to Harika, who says, "I suppose the witch has to be heterosexual. If she was into women, she'd be trying to date the most beautiful woman instead of trying to kill her. Although given that Snow White is supposed to be 13 to 15, I'm not sure that's a better outcome. I couldn't figure out the Prince Saves Tiny objective, though. Didn't think you could trick the characters. This game is easy enough to play, but not so easy that it gets boring, and I'm loving it so far." I feel the same way. Oh, I guess it makes more sense to read this after this other comment from Harika, who says, "My favorite thing about this channel is coming across games I might not usually come across. And this one looks so fun. So much so that I downloaded the game on my phone to play along." Because, yes, this game is on pretty much every platform you can imagine. Loving it so far. Love the illustrations and the little animations on the characters for different scenarios. Yes, it's delightful. When it's, not like this. All these severed heads.
Genesis
Genesis. It's not supposed to go at the beginning. Just a thought. Temptation, punishment, repentance, vengeance. Ooh, these are powerful titles. This image appears to be two people at the top of an hourglass, which is broken on the bottom, and sand is spilling out and covering an entire kingdom. Temptation.
Eve rejects apple.
Oh, shit! It's Adam and Eve, again. But it's the moment, except it's different. Okay, temptation. It's a snake with an apple. Fine. So she takes it if the snake offers it to her. And he takes it if the snake offers it to him. Judgment. So Eve witnesses Adam get smote for eating the apple. Actually, I am curious. Oh, now it's Adam doing the tempting. That's funny. Does he just strike them both down? He does. Okay. God got angry. On a side note, I really like that God is depicted as what is that called? Like a triangle thing. I think it's a type of protractor for drawing circles. The two-pronged drawing tool, anyway, with a line underneath that kind of makes it look like an A, and an angry eye in the middle. It's floating in the empty space. But, yes. But if Adam gets punished, and Eve sees him get punished, he will not take the apple. Punishment.
God is happy at everyone.
Surely that should be as easy as not doing anything, right? Oh no, he's just grumpy. Do not eat the apple. Okay, so he's not happy. I have to make him happy. Okay. I do have revive, so I'll make them both eat the apple, kill them both, revive them both, and then I don't know what. Let's see. Tempt Adam. Tempt Eve. Actually, I guess that's the other way around in the actual story, isn't it? Tempt Eve, tempt Adam. Both of them get smoted by God. Revive Adam, revive Eve, judge. No, he's still grumpy at them. Fuck. Okay. Eve eats the apple, Eve gets smoted, so Adam sees this and is, oh no. Oops. Eve is resurrected. Oh, it's revive, yes. So Eve says no because she got smote last time. Adam says no because he saw Eve get smote last time. And now we do judgment. And he's happy. He is happy because they turned down the apple. Yes. Oh, they even curved the line to... Oh, yeah, it's a mouth. It's definitely a mouth. Looks like a smile down here. He kind of looks like that, what do you call it? The symbol the Americans put on their money. Repentance with an optional objective.
Adam watches his love die.
No! Love. Okay, yes, Adam and Eve are in love. Surely I only need the 3 panels for this. Well, that'll be the optional objective, I guess. Eve eats the apple. Adam watches his love die. Optional because of him. Okay. then it's Adam who eats the apple. And instead of getting smote right away, he gives the apple to Eve. How do I do this? Okay, God kills Adam, but just Adam. Wrong. No, what am I doing? They revive Adam, so God's not technically angry at him anymore, I think. Yeah, no apple. But he does watch Eve die because of him. Man. This is such a fucked up game sometimes, you know? Vengeance.
Friedrich takes revenge.
Who the fuck is Friedrich? Gun. Oh, they're mixing ones from different sets now. Friedrich doesn't want to take the gun. Eve doesn't even know what the gun is, because of course, Adam and Eve were born without, Oh, that's what it was, yes, the knowledge of good and evil, so they just don't know shit about fuck all, basically. I've just realized that the trophies in the background, like the bear, the deer, and the fox, all have X's for eyes. Okay. Wait. Revenge against God? Okay, Eve falls in love with Friedrich, who is fully clothed, I will note. If he's a reference to a person, I'm not sure, but, it does seem like an old-timey coat. Eve gets tempted. Oh yeah, Friedrich doesn't take the apple. Funny. Eve takes the apple. Oh, you know what? I'm just curious. No, he still won't take it even if it's Eve. Okay. Even if it's the one he loves. Sure. Yes, Eve eats the apple, God smites Eve. Gun. Friedrich. Friedrich does take the gun this time. Wait. Okay, I've suddenly got it from the last panel there where Friedrich shoots God. He's made in the image of Friedrich Nietzsche. I looked it up. Because Nietzsche was the guy who famously declared, or I guess infamously declared, that God is dead because he thought religion was going to die out by the end of the 20th century. It's not the direction I was expecting.
The king.
Hey, sorry about that. Before we jump into Noxious, Spite, Purge, Promotion, and Machiavelli. That's a very specific one. I just want to check on the progress.
The ceremony.
41 out of 60.
The king.
All right. Noxious. It's a poisonous,
Cyclic,
toxic.
Mutually toxic love affair.
King and queen fight, love, amnesia. Okay. The king loves the queen loves the king. They get into a fight. The king gains amnesia. Oh, the queen also gains amnesia. The king and queen love each other again. And then they fight again. Cyclic, mutually toxic love affair. That was actually pretty easy. He said, dooming himself. Spite.
Double execution.
King, queen, maid, affair, execute. In 3 panels. Oh, there's 3 slots, of course. So the king is in love with both the queen and the maid. How embarrassing. Aww. Let's make it worse. Well, he has a type. That's for damn sure. She's just in the bush. Isn't this really, really straightforward, though? King's dead, off with his head. Maid's dead, off with her head, too. Double execution where the king takes revenge. Oh, fuck! I'll just go ahead and swap these. Because the king is also the ruler of the kingdom, he can order the queen to be killed for having killed his, lover. What a lovely game this is. Oh my god. What silliness. Let's glance through here. Showed it to Elthwar, who says, I like that all the characters have their own personalities. Some parts are easy to guess, and others are a bit less obvious. So it makes them a bit less interchangeable. What? Oh, I read that wrong, that's all. So it makes them a bit less of interchangeable parts in the story. Still tricky to give them happy endings, and since the inspiration so far are gothic romanticist literature and old fairy tales, I can't say it's unexpected. Huh. You're not wrong about that. Silliness. Purge, which I'm sure will not have any negative connotations whatsoever.
3 heads roll.
God damn it. Kidnap, execute, affair. Amazingly, the, oh, I like that. The knight is in love with the queen, and the baron is in love with the crown. Yes, and once again, the knight is in love with the queen, but the king is straight. I guess it has to be the queen and the knight. No, that's not right. I guess all 3 of the last ones have to be executions. Who can even have an affair here? Oh, you know what I bet it is? No, not that at all. She sees right through that shit. Well, let's just make it rub it in, I guess. Yeah, what the hell am I doing? Oh, shit! I don't start with that, is the thing. Okay, okay. Baron kidnaps queen. Queen is rescued by knight. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, yes, now the queen loves the knight because he rescued her. So the king observes the queen having an affair with the knight. I am actually curious. No, she still loves the king at that point. So it's interchangeable. But yeah, the king sees the knight and the queen having an affair. So the queen has the baron executed. And the king has the queen and the knight executed. Three heads roll. And no one lived happily ever after. And so this image is just a throne with a sword sticking out of it and fluid dripping down from the cushion. It's not a very subtle metaphor. Promotion, speaking of which.
Rags to royalty.
King, queen, maid, affair, kidnap, execute, wedding. Affair, king, maid, and queen of the bush. queen kidnaps the maid. No, I don't think that's it. You know what? Actually, that might be it. The queen kidnaps the maid out of jealousy. The king rescues the maid and executes his wife. Oh, no, oh, it has to be there first. And then the king and the maid get married. And she's the queen. Rags to royalty. Excellent. What a psychotic game this is. Very curious about Machiavelli. That was, of course, the gentleman from Renaissance-era Italy, who, he wrote a work of political satire called The Prince, which was basically just, well, it was basically just putting one of his political rivals on drag, basically writing about a fictional person whose behavior was an extremely exaggerated version of this guy he didn't like. And, it's basically saying, to become an effective politician, you must be the scheming, bastardous monster who cares nothing about anyone and must, think only of yourselves. And, nobody got it. Because for fucking centuries, people have used the word Machiavellian to refer to people who think that way, even though it was a work of satire. It's sort of like how Schrödinger thought that, Schrödinger's cat was meant to be a joke, basically. He was saying that the new science they were talking about is totally absurd, and using this example as an example, because a cat can't be alive and dead at the same time. And nobody remembers that. They all take him very seriously for some reason. Just think, the guy made a joke to demonstrate that he thought that this new idea of science was nonsense, and instead he's only remembered as its greatest proponent for some reason. But the timer has gone, so we'll have to wait until the next episode of Let's Play Storyteller to see exactly what puzzle awaits us in the Machiavelli section. And until then, have yourselves a great day, Burning Dog fans. Oh, achievement unlocked, worth it. Play for more than 2 hours. I didn't think this game had achievements. How very funny. Later!